for wheel to wheel, so the last round of the season. Good luck for all those competing for championships. And so let's go 90-minute enduro, but here's a lap on softs with the mighty Supra. So let's hop on board and I'll show you how we do it. So equal conditions, brake bias 2 to the rim. So what we don't want to do here is just after the road here starts on the left, good transition off the throttle there, and you're going to about 50% brake. You don't want to put too much brake here, otherwise it will push the car understeer wide. So 50% there, you can see. Down the third, back up on the fourth to get the rotation on the throttle early, just controlling it so you don't get too much torque. And turbo kind of makes you spin out to the right if you try and go too full throttle too early. One of the trickiest corners, so trying to go back to the middle of the track and then come back here. And the braking marker I use is trying to line the left wheels up. But yeah, braking as this curve's about to start. So braking in a straight line and then releasing the brake when you're about to start going over the curb. You'll see from the outside shot when we do the other lap, it's about right on the track limits here. One spot to really get make sure you get right so you don't get track limits penalties. Any further right there, you're looking at probably a penalty. So in the Supra, second gear, then up in the third, and then monitoring your throttle. Keeping tucked in to the left, using the gear that rotate, coming down the hill, turning a bit earlier, because the car is going to naturally want to push a little bit left. Up on the curb, here you can kind of cut across this curb, no more. You don't want to go any further left, otherwise you can get a bit unsettled. So keeping a nice straight line. Once you're up onto this curb, applying the brakes, and then trailing off, getting it up onto this curb here, and then allowing the flow, but not to push too far wide here. Another place for track limits, so keeping your left wheel no further right than what it is right now. As again, you'll see on the bird's eye view that I show on the non-speaking lap. Just be careful with your traction there, as you can see it's bouncing up and down a little bit. So I look for this right just before the white line or the road Atlanta sign that sometimes people take out on the left there. So probably about 10 meters before. So you're looking, what's that? 220 meters. Down the second, up in the third, getting on the power, getting up onto this curb, and as soon as you're really up onto that curb, that's when you're on the brakes. So getting it tucked in, up in the second to maintain that traction with the Supra, getting a nice drive with the straight. Chance to take a breath. Penalty zone is here in the race. I think it starts about now. So one corner to be very aware when you've got your wind, if you've got a tailwind here. So I slightly overshoot this, but I'm looking at just after the sign that was on my right and just before these white lines on the road. So yeah, I had to jam the gears down a bit quicker. But yeah, you can cut this corner a little bit, but don't cut this second one. So this one's alright, keeping your right wheels kind of on the curb. And then this one, so there's a little bit of bobble if you try and cut it too much. I highly recommend not, because it's very easy to get oversteer, lose the traction and head into the right side, basically the wall where the bridge is. So just be careful of your traction, you just watch the throttle. Slightly wide. Sometimes people like to tuck it in. I like to kind of just conserve the tyre a little bit, but you can follow that rubber band line. It's driver preference. And full throttle all the way to the finish. Just be careful not to push this. You can actually run out wide there and cause a big crash. I've seen it plenty of times before. But there you have it. That's 17.6. Probably another couple of tenths in it. If I perfected it, especially that last sector. But hopefully it gives you some pointers. And yeah, it's been a pleasure doing the lap guides for this season for you guys. So enjoy the last race and enjoy a well-earned break. And we'll be back next season with more lap guides. So yeah, as normal, I'll go back and do a lap without me talking.